So if you're considering adopting a zero trust architecture, but you're not exactly sure where to begin, then hopefully you'll find this video helpful. I'll be going through specific key technologies that you can use to help effectively implement or align your business with a zero trust architecture. But I have a previous video where I go over the specific key processes as well. So you can check that out. So starting off, we have identity and access management solutions, and these aid in managing digital identities and access to resources. So this technology, IAM technology, kind of acts as the gatekeeper in a zero trust model. It really scrutinizes every user and every request and controls access to company resources. They usually support things like multi-factor authentication, single sign-on, and they also can provide you with analytics as well, user analytics, behavior analytics. It's particularly useful in a zero trust solution because even if a user has valid credentials, you could deny access if the login comes from an unusual location or an unusual time. And that context-based verification is really what sets zero trust apart from other security solutions or other security frameworks. Next up, we have next generation firewalls, and these are just a step up from traditional firewalls, and they just offer more sort of sophisticated security. They usually extend beyond standard IP-based filtering, and they'll be able to consider factors like user identity and the type of application actually being accessed. They'll also help with microsegmentation. So microsegmentation is a technique used to divide your network into zones, and that really helps stop any attackers' movement laterally through the business. So if one area is compromised, it will stay within that one area and they won't be able to compromise the whole organization. And this segmentation is really key to zero trust. And next-gen firewalls are able to do this with sort of very specific granular controls, providing an extra layer of defense. Security automation and orchestration, and security information and event management. And these are two solutions that can work together. SOAR solutions allow various security systems to work together. They can provide automated responses to common threats, which is great in a zero trust environment where you need to react very, very quickly. A SEIM solution will collect and analyze logs from all different sources, all different security solutions, and will help you identify and help report on security incidents and events that happen. In a zero trust environment, you really need to be constantly monitoring and be able to adapt to changes. And again, these two systems can work together. So a SEIM system might detect malicious activity, and a SOAR system could then instantly block this malicious IP, stopping something bad from happening. So they can work together like that. In zero trust, every endpoint is a potential entry for threats, and endpoint security really comes in. It's kind of a vast term. It can range from everything from antivirus software to patch management to personal firewalls to data loss prevention software to everything. It really depends on the device. Endpoints could be anything from mobile devices to laptops to routers to printers to switches to any IoT devices, cameras, anything. Secure web gateways can secure data in transit by handling encrypted data. They often have features that are very similar to a next-gen firewall, but instead of next-gen firewall maybe focusing on your local network and traffic moving laterally, secure web gateways, as the name suggests, focuses on web traffic, so internet-based traffic, which is most traffic. But they can have lots of similar solutions. They can have SSL encryption, inspection, logging, filtering, ZTNA, or Zero Trust Network Access Solutions, provide secure access to specific applications based on specific user identities and context, rather than a VPN, which is kind of the technology it replaces. So a VPN, a user will have credentials, they'll log in and you'll be able to get to your network. In a ZTNA system, the user is inspected and context is provided. And again, it's not giving access to the whole network. it's only giving access to a specific application. This supports least privilege, and it also supports segmentation, just like the next gen firewalls. The key thing about ZTNA is that it's context aware, and the access controls are very granular. Again, this really helps with zero trust. It's even in the name of the solution, zero trust network access. Personally, I think this is the key technology behind zero trust. But remember, while there are key technologies for implementing zero trust, there are other technologies as well. I also haven't mentioned any way to secure APIs, data loss prevention tools, encryption technologies, cloud access security brokers. So depending on your business, you'll need to put emphasis on specific technologies to help your unique business. If you're just starting your journey towards zero trust, I'd suggest starting with a IAM solution and a secure web gateway or a next-gen firewall. Those are probably the best places to start. If all of these seem like a lot of solutions to manage for one team or maybe even one individual, depending on how big your business is, then you're in luck, because Gartner, and if you don't know, Gartner is a leading research and advisory company. They coined a term that combines almost all of these network and security functions into a single cloud-based service. And it contains things like zero trust network access, the web secure gateways, firewall as a service, data loss prevention, along with wide area networking benefits. And this solution is called Security Access Service Edge, or SASE. It can sometimes be referred to also as SSE, or just Security Service Edge, if there's no SD-WAN part to it, but they're both the same thing. One of the great things about SASE is its focus on identity, to ensure that secure access is granted no matter who or what is trying to access this data. The fact that it's cloud native as well means it's really uniquely placed to benefit the modern business, while organizations transition to become more cloud-based and remote-based. It's really beneficial. It's a good technology. It's very future-proof. I think the biggest challenges to potential adopters of zero trust is probably to do with legacy systems and applications. If you're not a new business, which you're probably not, you already have solutions, and you may already be tied into long-term contracts for systems and solutions that might not have the ability to comply with zero trust strategies. And the best way to tackle this, in my opinion, is just to gradually move legacy servers and applications to the cloud and replace old security solutions with some of the technologies I've mentioned. Remember, zero trust is not a all or nothing proposition. It's about gradually and consistently making improvements to your organization's security and networking, just to slowly improve your security posture as a whole. It doesn't have to be done straight away. Certain things can be improved when they can, and you can slowly start aligning yourself with a zero trust architecture. As always, if you have any further questions about this, feel free to reach out to me via email. I'll put my email in the description below, and thank you for watching.